live.
Hi, good morning. I'm at the REI Expo, which is really fabulous. They already fed us great breakfast. And I'm here with Jevon, who we happen to talk, because a lot of these great things are just the people you meet. And he happened to mention that he does private money lending. So, of course, that's a subject that's near and dear to my heart, and that's why I wanted to ask him. These are some of the questions when you come across someone who says they do hard money lending. This is what you ask them. So, are you ready for the grilling?
I think I'm ready.
Okay. So, do you loan on after repaired value or purchase price?
Both.
So, give me an idea about. We're going to talk about after repaired value. That's the
Okay.
one we're interested in. So, what kind of a loan to value will you do for after repaired value?
So 65% after repair. We'll go 70%, but then it'll basically, the money will at first will be 65%, and then we'll give you stages after that, the remaining 5% that can be used for construction and repair.
So it's not minus repair. So is there a minimum amount of money that we have to put? So we get the thing at 65%. How much of my own money do you expect in there?
Well, it would be at least for the construction costs. We would want some skin in the game, so your own construction costs, but I can structure it to where you don't pay anything for the acquisition, and then you just pay for the construction costs. Or if the investor likes it, it can be a JV deal where we pay for construction, we pay for acquisition,
That sounds good.
and then the loan costs come out of the JV first, and then we split the profits.
That sounds good. Well, what's the profit mixture? We split the profit.
50-50.
50-50.
Yeah.
So I could come in there with no money.
No money.
And are you gonna do the work, the construction work, or am I gonna be in charge of that?
I can arrange that. That would be, I mean, if you had all that in line, you probably have your pricing line, it might be better. However, I have guys that could step in and be that source for
We
you.
could always get an estimate, whoever gives us the best estimate.
Absolutely,
would work.
absolutely.
I mean, I'm always
Three
open to
estimates,
that.
three
Oh,
estimates.
okay, that sounds good. I've got a million questions, but so far that sounds so good that I'm not so sure. So assuming we don't do a JV deal, and we come in with a construction cost, let's assume that it's a big construction, like it's going to be a lot more than we'd end up, because some hard money lenders want to have 20% of the deal.
Right.
Well, it's unlikely that would be 20% would be the construction cost, so that's not a big deal.
Hopefully
so
not.
Yeah, so you're
Here's
gonna.
the goal is you want to structure it to where the acquisition is going to be at like 65% of the value.
Yeah,
After
not
repair
minus,
value, right?
Yeah, not minus repairs.
Right, not minus repair. So that's the goal, and that's a good buy too. So even as an investor, you probably wouldn't want to buy if it's
Well, I wouldn't want to spend more than 70% minus the cost of repairs.
right. So
I subtract it.
right.
So this is a good deal for us.
So it's a good deal for both of
It's
us.
a very good deal. So when you have loan fees and whatever, by the way, what kind of fees are upfront fees?
The upfront fees in a JV deal,
No, let's
there
talk
aren't.
about a non-JV. Let's talk about a regular.
Yeah, so an upfront fee, it may be 1% upfront, and the rest of it's on the back end.
1% of what?
1% of the loan.
So 1 point is
1 point.
upfront. And how many other points are there?
Fees are usually 3 to 4, 3 to 4 points, or 3 to 4% of the loan.
And what kind of investigation, what that you do with me as an investor?
As an investor, well, usually I'll take a credit report, not necessarily to go off the credit, but just to know, hey, if you're not paying any loans right now, there's a chance you're not going to pay me.
Right. What else?
I want a resume. What have you done?
Yeah.
The more you've done, the more profitable you've been in the past, the most likely you're going to be profitable with this deal too, and it's safer. If you haven't done as much, it just adds to the risk, right? If you haven't done as much.
So you would take somebody, this is their first deal, even if you thought it was a good deal?
I will, because in the end, it's the profit that has the most weight from the property. So if the property has merit, then that's going to be what makes the deal or not.
Right, because if I screw up, you take the property.
Yeah, worst case scenario, we get a great property.
Sometimes it's the best case scenario
Well,
for you.
sometimes, we're not necessarily in that business. However, it's a great business to be in. If the worst case is you get a great property.
Right. So that sounds pretty good. Let me think. Oh yeah, interest rate. As you notice, guys, that's the last question I asked because it's the least important question of all.
Yeah, especially if you have this 3 or 4 months,
Right,
it doesn't really matter that. So interest rate's going to be 10.5% to 12%.
Depending on how much of a risk you are.
Right.
This is a very good deal. How do we get in touch with you?
Jevon Perra is my name. Perraloans.com is the Perra loans.com. As my cell on the website, you can call directly. That's a conventional lending, that first thing, but the private money is a phone call away.
Okay, you need to come down to our club and talk to our members.
I would love
Thank
to.
you.
A lot of great strategies that can help too.
Thank you. Good. Thank you very much. No.